My schooling is actually in the environmental sciences. So I was working on big National Science Foundation project, and we were taking and trying to understand really complex systems. So I view all of our data as a business ecosystem within this general framework. Typically, we will bring in a lot of environmental variable sort of analyses, and this gets us to a unique place, which is actually very important. We have to remember that there is a person sitting at a desk making that purchase. And so the patterns and the pathway that that person takes to get to that store can be understood in a way that allows us to optimize marketing that is very seldom done, and it can be done in a manner that is linking up your own data historically as well as to other data sets that are out there to really get to unique optimization. How that person got to that store has a whole series of drivers and data behind it, right? So you have to start looking at qualities of why things are there and then how you can optimize for that. And it gets pretty complex. So that's just a little bit of that concept, put together that little sort of split out view of different data sources and how it works. And then what I have on the bottom is really the fact that there are a lot of anomalies and outliers in data. So what you're really looking at, it's just a state, and then within that state, different zip codes. And what the big picture that I want to get out, and it's relevant towards the conversation that we're having today, is that sometimes the entire group, all of the zip codes, they act in concert together, right? And maybe this is seasonally, but then if you start looking more carefully at sort of how this is going, for instance, right now in California, there's a dot that was just rising when the others are going down. Now it's going down while others are going up. So what is causing that variation? We can actually start optimizing channels. This is a very urban-centric product. And then we were able to show at the zip code level, created a national predictive map of where they could optimize to sales. Now, this was a startup. And so what we wanted to do was say, how could we minimize waste even at that stage to an appropriate audience? And so in this case, even without any tracking available, we're able to create a highly accurate map, which is then validated against sales. So what you're looking at here on the screen, these are actual sales, right? And so this is just zip code. It's a national zip code level sort of sales pattern, but we often view our data in a DMA or national. If you're doing a media buy, for instance, at that level, and you're not optimizing geospatially for that and informing that system, you're going to waste a lot of money, no matter how well you or whomever it is that you're placing the ad data with knows that. We're going to have to understand and then further optimize using this sort of cohort-based approach. Basically, everyone has access to a lot of this data. Now, a key here is that the data that a company itself maintains is worth more than anything that I could possibly say. The thing here that allows you to answer questions that the C-level, that investors, owners, CEOs are asking for. But if you can pull it back and append other data sources that maybe you don't have and link those cohorts up, you have big data sets that you often look at. And the utility for that type of deep data and learning that you can put together and models that you can build at a geospatial level to really answer how you can optimize. So zip level tests and patterns, like you can run statistical tests that will tell you whether or not you have enough data. And then let's optimize. And that's actually a really effective way to optimize using this type of geospatial data, that if once you reach that stage where you're really watching your dollars and cents, it can become a game changer.